Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Icewind Dale. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chosen to join me today as we go to the 5th level, I think? It's over there. It is actually to the 4th level. And we have, these stairs look like they were purposely collapsed to prevent entry from the level below. The whole level seems like it was purposely collapsed to prevent everything, because it's a mess of a tower, but it's still standing, and it's got the floor is made of stone. Also, I see that, and I don't like it. For blade and faith, says Lethius. It is the thing that I see. Lethius? I have defended the hand of the Seldarine at all costs, and will continue to do so. Cursed with unlife, my duty remains clear. I stand guard. The duty is cursed with unlife? I think that the duty is indeed cursed with unlife. I stand guard against those who would defile what remains of the Seldarine's hand. Well, then you have no quarrel with us. Our intentions are not to cause more damage to the hand. I will be the judge of that. Speak your intentions clearly. Well, the evil plagues the land, and we seek to aid, or the aid of Laurel, to help us find the source. Perhaps you are not the miscreants I had thought you were. If what you say is true, it is my duty to aid if it would further the ways of the Seldarine. I am Lethius Eneril, Blade Singer of the Seldarine. Lethius, you speak of your duty to the hand. I'd like to know what that means. Some say blade singers are the elite of elven warriors, trained from an early age in the ways of weapons, magic, and diplomacy. Blade singers carry out the elven way in words and action. When life prospered in the Seldarine's hand, it was my duty to defend the cause of the Seldarine. When the time of our darkest hour approached, I swore to protect Laurel and the hand until I had no more blood to spill. To do any less would disgrace my kind. Well, you don't have any more blood to spill? I'm not actually 100% sure. Is that a skeleton? It's ghostly. For many days I fought alongside my brothers and sisters. Score after score of orcs and goblins fell as my blade sang through the air. Although I saw nothing but the color of my enemy's blood, we were losing ground. When we realized the fall of the hand was inevitable, we were forced to take desperate action. I will note that what he's saying is a literal, if taken literally, means that he didn't actually fight. Because his blade sang through the air. How do you do that? Well, you're wiggling your blade about and dancing, for example. Especially because sung and dance and all that. So it could be like he's just dancing around, right? Because it's through the air. It's not sang through my enemy's blood. No, it's through the air specifically. But score after score of orcs and goblins fell as his blade was singing through the air, right? Which means he was dancing, and his colleagues were just doing, the work of killing all the orcs and goblins. Either way, desperate action, yes. Sehanin Tower was our most prized tower. Inside were the chambers where we crafted our finest weapons and artifacts. We could not let our magics fall into the hands of the Horde, or the surrounding lands would suffer for centuries after the hand fell. A desperate plan was created that would ensure this would never happen. All the artifacts within Sehanin Tower were... You didn't capitalize tower that time. You should have, I think. Were set to release their magic so that the tower would destroy itself. Before these energies were released, however, we planned to lead as many of the orcs and goblins as we could into Sehanin. The plan required one who was willing to lead the orcs and goblins into the tower, one who would know the sacrifice had to be made, one willing to die. I decided that it would be me. I would make the sacrifice. My duty was clear. When the time came, the Horde pursued me as I climbed to the top. As my enemies stormed the room at the pinnacle of the tower, I fought with blade and faith for the last time. With the wall at my back and the room filled with orcs and goblins, I heard the first explosions from the base of the tower, and smiled. I died, and I knew I had died, but I awoke. That was when I saw myself, not as an elven blade singer, but as a twisted undead monster. Yeah, he's a little bit too tall. That's what makes him a monster, obviously. Something brought my body back into... Wait, something brought my body back into this form? That doesn't... If it's this form, it's not your body. Something brought your soul back into this form. Maybe. You know, because the... Anyway, it did, but had left my mind intact. What? That line doesn't make sense. This happened to me, he says, and then he makes sense. So here I am, standing before what was once known as the... You're also inside what was once known as the... What? Wait, is this the tower? Are we not in the tower? The Sehanin Tower, capital T this time. A monster, perhaps, but one thing still remains the same. My duty to myself and the hand of the Seldarine. Lethius, I'd hear what you know about how to find Laral. Unfortunately, I have not seen Laral in some time. I know that during the fall of the Hand, he and his wizards locked themselves atop Labila's Tower. Capital L, capital T this time as well. They sought a way to save our people through magic, but from looking around, something must have gone terribly wrong. Seek a way into Labila's Tower. Perhaps you will find an answer there. Okay, thanks. I shall return. So, the needs of the many, he says. So, Lethius mentioned that in the final days of the Severed Hand, Laral and his wizards were locked atop Labila's Tower. Yep, that is... I don't fully understand what these towers are supposed to be, but... Oh, Lechland is here. Now where are my glasses? Says Lechland. Let me just move around a little bit. Let me also be on the lookout for traps, just in case. Detecting traps, yeah, and secret passages as well. Greetings, sir. Welcome, welcome. Don't be taken back by all the wonderful items I have for sale. Come, come. My name is Lechland, and I am the proprietor of this establishment. I don't understand. Why do you tend shop in this destroyed fortress? The Severed Hand was destroyed hundreds of years ago. Have you been sipping too much elven wine, sir? The Severed Hand? What in Coralon's name is that, sir? Is that what you southerners call the hand of the Seldarine? Destroyed? Sir, I do not mean to be insulting, but if you look outside my store, you will see many elves alive and well, going about their daily business. I don't know what "sa" means here. I'm just pronouncing it like that because I'm taking the piss. But for all I know, he's just sneezing. Because I could see that being... Because it's, you know, all capitalized. It could also be the acronym for several or severed actually hand or something. Severed hand is just... It's actually a shortened version for severed... What would A stand be in the middle of that? Anyway, the point is, I don't know what it means. But it's all caps, which means that he's screaming. So... He could be sneezing. I'm still gonna go with the "sa" because, yeah. Now, clearly deranged, but we knew that from the beginning. We didn't need to ask to know that. So, tell me about the other elves in the hand. Of course, sir. As you have probably noticed, the hand of the Seldarine is more of a fortress. The hand, yes. We are always in constant preparation for battle against the Dark Horde over the north. As you have seen, the levels below house the majority of the elven forces. The level you are standing on is a commons area where you will find our fest hall, tavern, and the store of yours truly, me. From this level, you can obviously see the fine towers that protrude from here. Coralon Tower. That explains what the towers are. They're basically... they have a name. There's a name for what they actually are. They can be called towers. You can call them whatever, but there's a name for it. Basically, when you have a tower with little other little towers in it, as you know, quote unquote towers, they're called whatever the word is. I'm trying to think of turrets. I think they're called turrets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're called turrets. Basically, a tower is the traditional, what we think of a castle. Even a keep is technically a tower, although not always. Especially not in Nordic European history. In Southern European history, medieval history specifically, a keep would most usually be a tower. Just, to the point where in non-English languages, the word keep just usually gets translated into some sort of tower or something like that. But castles tend to be just a tower, and they do have turrets, they have little bastions or whatever, but yeah, they're complicated, or they're not complicated. They could be just a simple tower. The earliest medieval castles in Southern Europe tend to be mostly just a tower with a little bit of a wall outside, but the wall you would be palisades for the beginning, and then if the castle lasted long enough, they would make a stone curtain wall instead of a just palisade. Anyway, Corleone Tower, Chevarash Tower, Sehanin Tower, Labilas Tower, and Solonon Tower. I'm saying tower so much, it has lost all meaning. And in fact, I'm using it wrong, so it has indeed lost all meaning. Tell me about the Corleone one. Some would call the Corleone one the place where many, if not all, of the important decisions are made regarding the Artel Quaesir of the North. As of late, most of our time has been spent in preparing a defense against the Horde, almost as if the fight was going to be taken to our front door. But fear not, Sa. The Artel Quaesir of the North will crush the Horde long before their feet touch this fortress. The Chevarash. In Chevarash, I will not say tower because it's just annoying. You will find where the armed forces... I say it's just annoying and then proceed to do this voice. I'm very sorry, amazing viewer. You will find where the armed forces of the Artel Quaesir of the North train... Why is it called such a long name? Anyway, and they equip themselves for battle. From blade to bow, Kaelessa takes every elf and hones them to do battle with the Horde. Perhaps she can give you a few lessons as well, Sa. There was that, no, that's Chevarash. And I asked about, I didn't ask about, the Sehanin. Deep within Sehanin is where we enchant the weapons and armor used against the Horde. It is one of our most heavily guarded towers to ensure that the craft as well as its items do not fall in the wrong hands. If that were to happen, it could easily turn the tide of war against us. What about Labilas? As you wish, Sa. Yes. As you wish, Sa. Labilas Tower is where the wizards of the hand spend their time if they are not busy within Sehanin Tower. Inside is one of the most extensive libraries covering elven history and lore in the realms. Located on the highest level of the tower is one of our pinnacle achievements, the Astrolabe. There, Laral and his wizards study everything regarding time and the stars. Solonor? Within that tower is where our devout priests reside. They provide various clerical services to us as well as tend to the sick and wounded. If you should ever need their services, they are at your disposal, Sa. Okay, sail then. Thank you very much. I did not identify that yet. And then... rotted honey leather. This used to be a highly prized piece of honey leather. Honey leather is a really light canvas used by the elves to protect against rain and dampness. Although it tears very easily, elves use it to make tents and to protect their camping gear. Moth-eaten thistledown. This used to be a very fine quality grayish material before the moths began to eat through it. Because, of course. Well, we have +2 bullets. We have +2 bullets of fire. That is pretty decent. Should I buy? It's a lot. Like, if I want, like, a good stack, let's say... So I need 4, let's say 12. If I want 12, I'm already paying 5,500, and that is more than 10% of my money. So, no, we will not be using that as a thing. So we got cold resistances over here with the Elven Soon gloves, Elven Soon boots, cold resistance. Wait, I'll just buy all of that then. It's just 5% cold resistance. Maybe I don't want to buy all of that. And we have the dire old loot of Pelin K that nobody can use. I think. Nobody can use that? Yeah. It doesn't say anything about it. No, it does. Usable buy. Yeah. We got a scroll case, potion case, gem bag. Oh, we might be able to sell our gems for once. No, that's not how. That's how that works. Oh yeah, Aiden's legacy ring. We got a couple. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money out of this. Hopefully there are no quests that require us to have gems, because I honestly do not like those quests at all. Baldur's Gate has a lot of those. You just find nondescript gems and rings that you'd think, Sunstone gem. Well, I guess I'm gonna sell it, right? Nope. Guess what? It's very, very crucial in a very, very cool quest, actually. Actually, that's not true. There's a specific... The Sunstone gem is actually... There's a specific quest item, and you cannot sell it because nobody buys it. But there is... let's sell that. But there are emeralds, for example, in Baldur's Gate 1. You need 2 of them to complete a quest. Somebody just asks, give me 2 emeralds. That's it. There's a ring. There's a fire... We don't have it here. But there's a specific ring. It's just you find a bunch of them throughout the game, and yeah, we just need you just need to give one of them to somebody that lost their ring. And it's a very boring quest, all things considered, but it is a quest, and if you want to do it, you need to have that ring. Okay, so the items here. Acid ammo. Yeah, we just don't have +1s. I needed +1s. You betray me so, game. Why? Why are you like this? +1 missiles is all just so important. It's so important because there are so many creatures that are immune to normal weapons, and you don't need +2. You just need a +1. Although some creatures you will need +2. Actually, I'm not sure that if there's a lot of enemies that are immune to +1 but not to +2. Usually if they're immune to +1, they're also immune to +2 and +3. So you need really good weapons. And then there's special enemies that are immune to +4 as well. And of course all the resistances to slashing, for example, or stuff like that. So what did we find over here? Well, we have this. So this hasn't been identified. It is Guktox Chopper. It kills dwarves. So, yeah. We have ourselves a potion that looks like a potion we have seen already. It is... No, it is not, actually. Berduskan Black Brew. This black drink was named after the merchants from Berdusk. Yeah. And removes fatigue as if the user had... Not has head. Yeah. Had a full night's sleep. Not has head. That's how it works, right? I know it's a little bit weird, but I think it is how it works. Either way, we have Potion of Strength over here, put it over there, and Potion of Clarity, put it over here. And what is that? Emotion Hope. Yeah, I don't know the icon. And I failed, but don't worry, because I save. And this playthrough is not going to feature me failing to record spells because of reasons. So, oh, right. The other thing. This. Well, it's an elixir of health. So, that's basically what that bag of holding gives me. It's elixirs of health. I wonder if it's randomized. A ruined bed is in what was once the foreign quarters. This area is the foreign quarters? What the hell is the foreign quarters? That doesn't, that's... Is the quarters for people who are foreign to sleep in? Yeah, I think that makes more sense than the quarters that are foreign. The quarters themselves, they're not foreign. They're very much of this tower. But the people who sleep in them, yes, they are foreign. Or were, I suppose. And we have... way up. What is that? Corlon Tower. Oh! Oh, they might be separate towers. I doubt they're separate towers. We're very... no, it's... yeah, it's turrets. They would be smaller towers on top of the main tower. Which would mean turrets. Friends? No friends. But no enemies either. So, pretty good. I've dealt with plenty of enemies. Oh, no, there's more enemies. I was gonna say we don't need enemies. Just give me exposition and cool characters that may be cool. That is a shadowed elven officer. Not casting a spell, I note. Oh, that's why. Okay, everybody come back over here. I'm gonna have none of this. Just move. Oh, they're doing, yeah, they the game despawns them sometimes. This has happened before. Oh, that's bad news. It's only that spellcaster? I think so. So let's attack there. And we're already under attack, but we're fine. So as long as this bullet lands, that spell is gonna stop. And let's see where you're going. That spell did indeed stop, which means now I can start true seeing. I mean, I'm going to cast this over here. We don't take damage, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And you are about to arrive at your destinations. Let's actually click over here. Are you stopped? I don't know. Okay. You're about to run out of arrows. I need to pay attention to that. And we have a lot of arrows over here, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's a problem because this thing is just weird. You need to click on that thing. it's not the most intuitive. Okay, so that's good. And then you have plenty of arrows still. Okay, so yeah, you are gonna attack there because that is a spellcaster. It's a wizard specifically, so we can tell in advance what we're dealing with. The officer doesn't seem to be too interested in doing spellcasting, so we're gonna be fine. We're also gonna pull you back over here. And we're going to do that. And then you are my spellcaster. I'm going to try to get you back here. I don't know if there's going to be passage over through there. But honestly, I don't need too much. If these people are all undead, let's try to cast that over there. And then bring you back over here and wait. Oh, we pulled it off. Okay, bring it. Yeah, come back. So everybody's attacking. You're not really where I want you to be because that skull trap is gonna do damage to you, I think. Let's do another one. It did not do damage to him. That is good news. That's really good news. Let's put it over there. And spellcasts. That's Menhada. Let's attack over here. Maybe I don't need to cast the skull trap anymore. Yeah. I don't think I do. Let's focus damage. So, also, let's get you over here. That is a kill. Everybody except for Gilladel attacks there. Man, they really screwed up their positioning, didn't they? They had all of the advantages of cheating. They cheated. The game cheats. Because, you know, they spawn in. I wish I could spawn in. I can't spawn in. So we have a kill. Who died? Menhada? No, nobody died. Yeah, you can't fool me. At least I don't. Maybe you can. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because these guys. Oh, right, of course. Yeah, who died? Well, the person who stepped on the huge wall of light. That's who. Good. And everybody's dead. A little bit of experience. Okay, that is what you call a overkill. That was overkill on my part. I was gonna say, I mean, I just didn't like that they spawned in. I really do not appreciate that. It's just something that that just grinds my gears a lot. So I went all out. Didn't have to, but I did. We got a few more chairs. It's just a lot of chairs, and you find things inside of chairs. That's just, you know, that's just how that goes. Composite longbow of the hand with a +2. It's just a normal longbow +2. That's not bad. Do I have another one? No, that's Messenger's Seth. 3 attacks per round. I mean, you have a composite longbow? Yep. I mean, it's fine. It's nice to have. We're not going to use it. I mean, I could, unless... Now you have a composite longbow. You know, we actually have a longbow +2. That's nice. So we need a +3 to offset that. I really thought she had a composite longbow. But composite longbows... well... This game likes throwing high-level items at us. And composite longbows are really good. Just a composite longbow +1 will be better than a lot of magical bows of the normal longbow variety. So it's good that the game gives us +2 and +3s and whatnot. What I wanted to look at is I want to see if I have seen everything, and it does look like I have, so we keep going up. And this is just one of the towers. This level is going to be enormous. So let's see what we have. And in fact, oh, there's enemies. That is an officer. The archers will support from this point, says the officer. Will they? We are under attack, says the officer. Well, that is correct. You're immune to this, aren't you? That's what shadowed means. Okay. As long as there are no wizards there. There's a lot of people, actually. This would be a good opportunity for us to cast this. It would have been a good opportunity, but a little bit too late. Perhaps. It's going to take a little while for all of them to pass through, so it should be alright. We also have some things that I rarely use, and I really should use a little bit more. It's the fan of fire, or whatever it's called. She's taking damage, unfortunately. That is potentially dangerous. That is very dangerous. She's just not casting the spell. Okay, well, she doesn't want to cast the spell. I know why. I know exactly why. Don't worry. I'm not that obtuse. I am obtuse, but just not that much. This is bad. This is really bad news. So, let's try to get you over here, and you stay at the front. And then I keep moving, because these guys are melee. Oh, they have changed their targets. Well, some of them. So she might die.
Someone.
No, it's fine. And then you go over there, and then you go over here. But you continue moving around. That is target gone by Goronin, so I can attack over here. And he's taking damage, but we don't mind that. There we go, and then, yeah. Misguided attempt on my part. There's somebody up there, probably Archer. Very misguided attempt to, Oh, that's what Goronin is taking damage from. It's the Archer. To cast the hands. Okay. I think I can make up for this. I say it's misguided, but I was really betrayed by the turn order. Because that just took forever. She just stood there taking damage for days. So that's pretty good. And then let's get everybody except you two to attack over here. That's bad news. Okay, that's a kill. But... well, fortunately he sucks at hitting things. But if I can get Menhada to be the one... and I can. Okay, so I switch... oh, Menhada has bow. Okay. Switch to a shield, and she should be plenty tankable. Or Goronin should be plenty tankable. Okay. I say that as she takes 15 slashing damage. There's also... what's the word? Hold person that I could cast? There's a bunch of spells that you can cast on your charmed companions to make them not kill you. But I think we're going to be alright. A little alright. Bring you around. She just... how is he landing those hits that often? She doesn't have a shield. Does she look like... oh, it's a tiny shield. Right. She doesn't look like she has one, but she does. Okay. Well, this is going to take a little while, so I'm just going to let that happen. off camera. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Icewind Dale. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.